The Vande Bharat Sleeper, set to roll out in 2026, is being hailed as one of the most ambitious upgrades in Indian rail travel. Unlike the earlier Vande Bharat trains that focused on daytime intercity travel with seating arrangements, this sleeper variant is designed to revolutionize overnight journeys. For decades, passengers have relied on trains like the Rajdhani Express or conventional sleeper trains for long distances, but the experience often came with compromises: crowded compartments, noisy coaches, basic amenities, and slower speeds. The new Vande Bharat Sleeper promises to bring a balance of speed, comfort, and modern technology, ensuring that passengers can rest peacefully while covering long distances more quickly than ever before. One of the most significant aspects of this train is that it is entirely conceived, designed, and manufactured in India under the Make in India initiative. This gives it not only a symbolic value of national progress but also a practical advantage, as local manufacturing means easier scaling up, lower costs, and better maintenance support. It's a reminder of how far Indian railways have come from importing designs to developing indigenous solutions for large-scale transportation. For the average traveler, though, the real question is simple: what will the experience be like? That's where the sleeper version really starts to shine. The train is expected to launch in a 16-coach configuration, carrying 3 classes of accommodation: AC First Class, AC 2 Tier, and AC 3 Tier. That means it directly competes with the Rajdhani Express in terms of category, but the comfort levels are designed to be higher. The berths are an upgrade in themselves: better padding, wider ladders that are easier to climb, and soundproofed interiors to minimize disturbance during the night. Anyone who has taken an older sleeper train knows how loud the constant clatter of wheels and track joints can be, often making it difficult to sleep. The Vande Bharat Sleeper has been engineered to cut down that noise, creating a calmer environment for rest. Beyond the berths, the interiors reflect thoughtful design. Each passenger has access to personal reading lights, USB charging ports, and small holders for mobile phones or magazines. These details, though small, make a big difference in creating a personalized travel experience. Nighttime journeys often require a delicate balance between privacy and shared space, and with features like individual snack tables and separate lighting, passengers can manage their own comfort without disturbing others. The floors of the coaches even have LED strips near the ladders, making it easier to navigate to the restroom at night without turning on the main lights and waking fellow travelers. This sort of design detail shows that engineers and designers have considered the real problems faced by passengers during long trips. Restrooms are another area of improvement. Instead of the basic designs many are used to, the sleeper coaches include bio-vacuum toilets similar to those found on airplanes, which are more hygienic and environmentally friendly. The ergonomics have been improved, too, making them more comfortable to use even on a moving train. Importantly, special accessible toilets have been included for differently abled passengers, a much-needed inclusion in modern public transport. Combined with sealed gangways, enclosed passages that connect coaches, the design ensures that moving between cars feels smooth, clean, and free from dust or noise. This contributes to a much more premium feel overall. On the technical side, the Vande Bharat Sleeper is no slouch. It has been tested at speeds up to 180 km per hour, although its regular operational speed is expected to be around 160 km per hour. That may not sound dramatically different from existing services at first, but in practice, it can shave hours off long journeys. For example, routes that usually take 15 to 16 hours might come down to 12 or even 11. On high-demand corridors, that means passengers can leave one city at night and arrive at their destination fresh and rested by morning, without losing half a day in travel. This performance comes from the fact that it is a self-propelled train set rather than a locomotive-hauled system. Unlike older trains that rely on a single engine pulling dozens of coaches, every part of the Vande Bharat is designed to work as a unified system. This allows faster acceleration and smoother braking, reducing delays and increasing efficiency. Safety has been a major focus in its design. The train is equipped with Kavach, India's indigenous train collision avoidance system. It also has fire-resistant materials, fire barrier walls, and crashworthy features like deformation tubes that absorb impact energy. These systems may never need to be used in practice, but their presence ensures peace of mind for passengers, especially when traveling at high speeds overnight. The railways have learned from past incidents, and the Vande Bharat Sleeper reflects this with its robust safety-first engineering. From the manufacturing perspective, the train is being developed by Integral Coach Factory (ICF) in Chennai, with contributions from companies like BEML and Meta. The prototype has already been tested, and larger production runs are expected in the coming years. The first version carries around 1,100 passengers, though some reports suggest that depending on the class mix, capacity could vary closer to 800. Eventually, there are plans for a 24-coach version that would significantly increase capacity, catering to some of the busiest routes in the country. That scaling up is key, because demand for overnight travel in India remains massive, and a train like this will quickly find itself oversubscribed if enough sets are not rolled out. The unique selling points of the Vande Bharat Sleeper are clear. First, it blends high speed with overnight comfort, something no other Indian train has quite achieved yet. Second, it incorporates modern amenities, charging points, sealed gangways, ergonomic toilets, and improved berths that drastically reduce travel fatigue. Third, it introduces higher safety standards than almost any other overnight train operating today. Finally, it represents self-reliance in manufacturing and design, showing that India is capable of building advanced rolling stock on its own. Still, no project comes without challenges. The first issue is infrastructure. While the train itself can handle 180 km per hour, not all tracks, signals, or stations are ready for such speeds. In many stretches, the actual operating speed will be capped at 120 to 130 km per hour until upgrades are completed. That means passengers may not always experience the full promise of reduced travel times right away. Another concern is cost and maintenance. Advanced systems like sealed gangways, bio-vacuum toilets, and self-propulsion need careful upkeep, which can increase operational expenses. There's also the question of fare pricing. With more premium features, tickets may cost more than conventional sleeper trains, though likely still cheaper than flights. Whether the average passenger sees enough value to pay a premium will determine the train's popularity in the long run. Capacity is another delicate balance. By adding modern amenities and comfort features, some space is inevitably taken up, which could otherwise be used for more berths. For budget-conscious travelers who simply want an affordable bed for the night, this may feel like paying for luxuries they don't need. The railways will need to strike a balance between offering enough comfort to justify the Vande Bharat branding while keeping fares accessible for the majority. Finally, rollout delays are possible. Although prototypes are already tested, full-scale launch timelines have been adjusted before, and with such a large project, it's reasonable to expect further delays. For passengers, though, the impact